Right now on Apple Valley News Now, live at 6, firefighters working around the clock as wildfires continue to ravage south central and eastern Washington and northeastern Oregon. What you need to stay fire ready throughout the weekend. You have 3 minutes and then you have to leave. Those are the words a Benton County family were told by firefighters as the OIE fire burned a direct line to their property. The difficult choice that had to be made as they raced to safety. Later, the former Ben Franklin Transit General Manager claims the state cleared him after his firing, but not everyone agrees with that assessment. Tonight, both sides weigh in. Stacey?
Sunny, warm, and hazy. What does your weekend look like? I'll have your full First Alert forecast coming up. The news at 6 starts right now.
This is Apple Valley News Now at 6 on your side.
Good Thursday evening, everybody. Thank you for joining us. I'm Austin Reed. Wendy Redman is off. All right, fire watch coverage starts right now. 5 homes and 17 outbuildings have been severely damaged by the OIE fire, which burned about 500 acres of land in between Prosser and Benton City. New at 6, our Caleb Stipkovitz got a chance to talk to one of the families who lost everything, and they're now turning to the community for help.
It took us 7 years to buy this place. You know, we waited 7 years, saved 7 years. We lost everything. You know, it's nothing salvageable. There was nothing that we could do.
Arkiro Burford says that his family had just gotten out of church when his neighbor called, saying that a massive fire had broken out, quickly moving towards his home.
When I heard it was started down by the Yakima River making its way, I was like, we should be fine, but if it jumps over, I know we're screwed.
This fire was just unique in the fact that the wind kind of controlled it. Like any direction the wind moved, the fire went. You know, but it went quickly at such a rapid pace that nobody could keep up.
Behind me is what is left of Burford's home. He says that his family barely had any time to recover their items before the fire hit.
The fire chief showed up like, hey, dude, you got 3 minutes to get out of here. And by that time, the fire was here, already in the yard. So we didn't have much time to grab anything or do anything. We just had to get out.
As a big sister, seeing my little brothers, you know, have to go through that, it was a lot. And I had called my dad, and I hear him on the phone, and he's out of breath. He's moving stuff around.
Oh, lost is everything. Important documents, wedding rings, photo albums, my dad's medals from the Air Force and back in Vietnam, his car, everything that he left. I lost all of that.
And while community members have been pitching in while they can, the family's biggest need remains finding a temporary home.
Next step is just trying to find shelter, you know, temporary or permanent, just some shelter so we're not just homeless, you know. And as soon as I can do that, then I can get back to work, my wife can get back to work, you know. But just it's hard to do those things when you don't have a place to stay.
You know, anyone else that's going through this, like, everything is materialistic. At the end of the day, you are going to continue to build memories. Life is going to go on, and you're going to make a lot more beautiful memories. And especially if you still have your family and friends with you, that is home.
I feel like it builds character. Yeah. I have experience like this. Yeah. So, no, it's not going to do no setbacks. I'm not going to take a break just because this happened.
A GoFundMe link and a full list of clothing sizes for Burford's family can be found at applevalleynewsnow.com. From Benton County, Caleb Stipkovitz, Apple Valley News Now.
Wow, Caleb, we wish the family well. Now, the dad says he is also looking for work. He has his own semi-truck and is a driver with over 30 years of experience. Our fire watch continues as we brace for more hot temperatures and extremely dry conditions. First Alert Stacey Lee joining us live from our weather center now with a first look at our forecast as the weekend is getting closer. Stacey.
And you said it, wildfire, we are on fire watch again as we head into the weekend. So we had a little bit of a break, a little breathing room today. The firefighters have not, but check it out. These areas here in red are under fire watch as we get closer to Saturday. Those will turn pink and become first red flag warnings, and we've already called a first alert weather day due to the gusty winds, the dry conditions, and any fires that break out are going to be fast moving, just like the story you heard about there in the Benton City area. All right, temperatures on the warm side. We're in the 80s, close to 90 right now in Hermiston, 86 Walla Walla, 87 in Yakima. The winds have been cooperating today, much lighter, but that's going to change tomorrow. Now, if you're heading out to check out the Dust Devils, they're playing tonight at 7:05. It's 88 right now. Humidity at 22% and our feels like is 84. Our projected temperatures as we get through the night are going to be pretty warm, so no jacket required. Do hydrate, though, when you head out to the game tonight. All right, temperatures in the 50s all through the area tonight, so pretty comfortable. Tomorrow is going to be warmer than today by a few degrees. No chances of rain. The winds are going to be a little bit more than they are today. However, by tomorrow night, they're really going to start picking up as we get into that weekend. So again, fire danger remains high. We can't emphasize that enough. Get ready for an overall nice Father's Day weekend, and summer officially begins at 1:24 a.m. on Sunday. I'll tell you more about summer solstice coming up. Austin?
Back to fire season 26. Firefighters battled a large wildfire just off of Broadmoor in Pasco this afternoon. This fire broke out just before 3 p.m. on Burns Road and Road 108 in Pasco. Fire crews were able to get there within a few minutes. It took about a half hour to make sure the fire was contained before it could spread towards the Aquatic Center. Moments after this blaze was under control, another fire broke out on Burns Road and Road 68. That fire was also put out quickly as firefighters were just down the street. A wildfire that broke out late last night took nearly 5 hours for firefighters to put it out. This fire, called the Tieton Grade Fire, burned about 40 acres. It broke out on Natchez Tieton Road and Ranger Road right near Natchez. Incident Command called for firefighters to set up structure protection at one point as the blaze grew rapidly. Now, they were able to get it under control just before 3:30 this morning. No confirmation on how this fire started just yet. At this time, there are no reports of structure damage. The Rosa fire burning in Yakima County and Kittitas County is at 20% containment and has burned nearly 4,000 acres. Firefighters on the ground and in the air are working to get this blaze under control. Evacuation levels are no longer associated with this fire, and all lanes of I-82 are back open. The cause not yet known. The Tule fire in Yakima County continues to burn in open vegetation. This fire has been burning since Monday and is only 15% contained, burning nearly 24,000 acres. Ground crews, dozers, and helicopters are all fighting this fire. It is affecting air quality throughout the county as it continues to spread. No evacuations associated. The Old Emigrant fire continues its third day of burning, bringing the estimated amount of acreage burned to nearly 1,500 acres. The containment is now at about 60%, but this is the fire that air support crews had to stop working yesterday because citizens with drones were flying them above the fire. Don't do that. Fire crews can't bring in air support when there are drones in the area. All evacuation levels have dropped. The Juniper Dunes fire is about 50% contained now and has burned about 13,000 acres. There are no longer any evacuations associated with this fire. Crews are attacking this one on the ground and by air, but the ground fight has been difficult. Firefighters say the fire burned through the wilderness, causing some major accessibility issues. It has been burning since last Saturday night. The Cable Creek fire is burning a little more than 600 acres in Umatilla County in northern Oregon. This wildfire broke out yesterday afternoon just after 3 o'clock. Firefighters were able to stop the blaze and contain it earlier today. The fire burned in open vegetation. No property or people were threatened. Other news on this Thursday, over $1 million in scholarships was awarded among 47 Yakima County students. New at 6, our Jake Gable highlights the latest recipients of the Molly Davis Scholarship.
Dreams that are being kick-started today were made possible by an act of kindness that happened prior to any of these graduating high school students were born.
Molly was planning for your future at that moment and this very moment tonight. She would be so proud to see each and every one of you.
Molly Davis passed away in 2008 and shocked her family when it was announced she had secretly set aside $20 million to future Yakima County students, creating the Molly Davis Scholarship.
It means a lot that somebody's investing their hard-earned money in my education for the near future.
Emily Gallardo is one of 47 graduating high school seniors to receive a scholarship. She also received special recognition as well as an additional $1,000 for her essay submission.
I am going into biomedical engineering. I had 2 disabled siblings and I dealt with a lot of medical devices. So with biomedical engineering, I plan to deal with medical devices in a clinical setting.
Gallardo, a graduate of Sunnyside High School, will attend the prestigious Ivy League Columbia University. Fellow recipient school choices range from local institutions like Yakima Valley College to other cross-country colleges such as the University of Pennsylvania. While the recipients all head their separate ways on different journeys, they all began their journey from Yakima County. Jake Gable, Apple Valley News Now.
By the way, 72% of this year's recipients are first-generation college students. Graduates were honored Wednesday night at the Crown Ballroom in Yakima. Your News at 6 is just getting started. Coming up next, as America approaches its 250th birthday, a local landmark forces a hard question. How does one discovery both protect a nation and burden it for generations? Well, the answer is right here in the Tri-Cities. Plus, we check in with Stacy with her full First Alert forecast. But if you were hoping for rain, you'll have to keep hoping. She's got the breakdown. Let's take a look at tonight's reason to smile. This is made possible thanks to Lifetime Dental. By the way, today is National Fishing Day, so it's a perfect picture from Chuck Lawless Jr. If you'd like to see your weather photo on TV, upload it through our app or just scan that QR code you see on the screen. We're on your side and we're back after this.
Yet another toothpaste that does not whiten. Girl, this one works.
Basic toothpaste stops at the top. Crest goes deeper to dissolve the bonds that hold stains to teeth for whiter teeth in one day. Crest.
I know you all have a few concerns.
My internet is too fast.
That's good.
Why aren't they forcing me to sign a contract? Is it me?
Dad, I'm saving too much money by switching.
My install was too quick and painless.
Now my connection is the most stable thing in my life.
What's Zipley's endgame here?
I'm sure there's an explanation.
I feel like my world is crumbling.
Calm down. Folks, who threw that? Did that have sprinkles?
Zipley Fiber, starting as low as $50 per month with no strings attached.
Now earn up to 4 times the rewards with the ICCU Premier Rewards Visa credit card. It's the credit card from the credit union you love.
911, where's your emergency? There's a body ejected, huge accident.
And there's so much blood.
Recently, Apple Valley News Now was honored as a regional Edward R. Murrow winner for investigative reporting in the case of a Washington State trooper and if she received preferential treatment.
In terms of a red flag, how would you kind of feel about that?
That one bothers me a lot.
Being honored for journalistic excellence is important, but knowing we're asking questions you want answered is how our team is on your side. Thanks for watching Apple Valley News Now.
Cue the fireworks. Fred's Appliance is lighting up this 4th of July with incredible deals. Whether you're hosting summer cookouts or tackling everyday chores, Fred's has the appliances to keep your home running strong. This 4th of July, all refrigerators are on sale. Swing in today to find all brands and all styles in stock. From the durability of Frigidaire to the innovative technology of GE, find your next refrigerator at Fred's. Shop the largest supply of in-stock, get-it-today inventory in the region, only at Fred's Appliance.
Our whole family grew up with sports. I've been playing basketball since before I could remember. I got injured playing football. You know, surgery, I had to wait about 2 months just to walk. Dr. Dawson, he's a good man. I'm glad it was him that did my surgery. You know, my knee is feeling a lot better. Due to him, I found myself again.
Car insurance for seniors can be very expensive.
But don't assume that just because you're over 65 that you've got to pay outrageously high rates.
Are you paying too much for your auto insurance? If so, you're just throwing your money away.
Well, now is the time to check on your auto insurance rates.
You may be able to save a lot of money.
So call the number on your screen right now and find out how much you can save.
1-800-825-0861.
Wendy Redman, only one station, Apple Valley News Now.
And we're always on your side.
Thank you for staying with us on the news live at 6. High energy. Before there was Silicon Valley, a different desert built the future. As America nears 250, right here in Hanford, a secret inside the B reactor helped end a world war and launch the nuclear age. New tonight, our Dan Hansen takes you inside and shows how its legacy still shapes us today.
Behind these walls, history changed forever. What happened inside Hanford's B reactor didn't just help end World War II, it launched the nuclear age and turned a quiet farm town into a name known around the world.
Hanford produced the plutonium for the Manhattan Project. So plutonium productions happened here at Hanford.
In 1943, the federal government chose Hanford for a top-secret mission. Drawn by the Columbia River's cooling water, power from the Grand Coulee Dam, and miles of open land hidden in plain sight. Within months, thousands arrived, builders, scientists, clerks, most not sure what exactly they were creating.
This was proof of concept. You could produce plutonium on an industrial scale.
That proof became the world's first full-scale plutonium production reactor. Brand new science, only years old, scaled up to industry almost overnight.
The profound leap in human knowledge was amazing, from discovering fission in 1938 to 2 operable atomic weapons by 1945.
Plutonium from Hanford traveled to Los Alamos and into the bomb dropped on Nagasaki, helping bring World War II to a close. And it transformed the Tri-Cities. Fields became neighborhoods, main streets buzzed, and new lives took root. Hanford became the region's economic backbone.
Hanford still is one of the largest employers in the Tri-Cities.
After the war, the site fueled America's Cold War arsenal, then shifted to a cleanup mission that continues today.
This history happened right here in our backyard. It is pretty profound forever put Hanford into the history books.
As the nation nears its 250th birthday, B Reactor invites us to wrestle with promise and consequence, how discovery can protect and disrupt, build and burden, far from the spotlight. Moments here changed a community, changed a nation, and changed the world. Dan Hansen, Apple Valley News Now.
History. Wow, Dan, thank you. The B reactor is part of the Manhattan Project National Historical Park. While in-person tours are paused this year, virtual tours and educational programs are available through the National Park Service.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Stacy Lee.
All right, let's dive into that weekend forecast. Temperatures continue to be above average as they have been for day after day after day, as you can see right here. And in fact, we're going to have a little bit of a reprieve and then it's going to warm right back up. So 80s and 90s, and well, next week we could be flirting with some triple digits in the area. That ridge of high pressure, very strong. It will continue to build and again, keeping us dry over the entire region. Temperatures around the area right now still pretty warm as we are sitting just under 90 degrees in Hermiston, 86 Walla Walla, 83 in Ellensburg, and 87 in Sunnyside. Here's a live look out in Yakima. Yep, it's a little hazy and smoky from several of the wildfires burning around the area. Humidity 20%, 87 degrees with a feels like of 84. Now, the good news is we haven't been seeing any air quality issues, but if you're like me and are sensitive, maybe your eyes are itchy, that would be why. So just be aware of that. Overnight lows down in the 50s, pretty comfortable. 56 57 Tri-Cities, 56 Yakima, 54 in Pendleton. Tomorrow's going to be nice and warm again. Temperatures rising back up. We'll hit 90 in Thorpe, Ellensburg 89. Yakima Valley will be in the 90s from Sela all the way into Grandview. Columbia Basin also very warm. We're going to see those temperatures popping into the upper 90s or mid 90s, I should say, and the low 90s for the foothills of the Blues. Milton Freewater going to be warm, 95 degrees. Now, looking forward into Friday night, Saturday, first alert weather day coming your way into the weekend. We got to be fire vigilant this weekend because those gusty winds are going to pick right back up. And look how dry we are. We are extremely, it's as high as it can go on the scale as far as dryness goes. And we just haven't seen any rain, and there's no rain in the forecast for the next 7 days. On Saturday, temperatures are going to be a little cooler than they will be tomorrow, but the winds, take a look at that column there, going to be very blustery, especially in Kittitas Valley, Yakima Valley, and Hermiston, Pendleton. So once again, we'll be watching for fire weather. Now, coming up this weekend, summer solstice. It's when the axis is tilted toward the sun. It's kind of even. Longest day of the year, 15 hours and 46 minutes of daylight in the Tri-Cities. For the 7-day planner, look at this. Again, all dry. Look for those high winds on Saturday. We want to be fire-wise and be vigilant there. A little breezy, but nice on Father's Day, and then temperatures pretty warm as we get to Tuesday. And looking toward the middle of next week, we're anticipating maybe a couple more alert days due to dry conditions and breezy to gusty winds. Here's what it looks like in Tri-Cities, where we're going to be flirting with 100 degrees on Tuesday. That's a level 3 heat risk, meaning it's dangerous for folks that have to work outdoors. This is when you take lots of breaks, you drink lots of water, and of course, everybody get that sunscreen on. It's pretty bright out there. Hermiston also looking a little bit up and down on those temps, but Father's Day looking good, 86, and in Walla Walla, it'll be a nice Father's Day there as well. So up and down temps again, but just in the 80s and 90s. So.
I figured out what I'm not doing on Father's Day this year.
What?
Mowing.
Okay.
That's out of there.
You're done
yes,
for Sunday?
I have an excuse, yeah. All right, coming up next, the school district celebrating a big celebration in Wapato. They're breaking ground on a big project when you can expect to see it open its doors.
Attention voters. Amanda McKinney is the only candidate President Trump endorsed in Central Washington. President Trump gave Amanda McKinney his complete and total endorsement because she'll crack down on illegal immigration, keep men out of women's sports, and stand up to the radical left. Amanda McKinney, the only candidate with President Trump's complete and total endorsement. Washington Rising is responsible for the content of this advertising.
This is my grandson, Brooks, and this week we're talking about our customer appreciation sale.
This is where you get big savings.
And get special 5-year financing with no money down on furniture for every room in your home. This week at Walker's.
These days, the world is moving faster than ever, but I like to say, not so fast when it comes to a progressive disease like chronic kidney disease. Jardiance is a little pill proven to slow the progression of CKD and reduce the risk of kidney failure, which can lead to dialysis.
Serious side effects include increased ketones in blood or urine and infection between and around the anus and genitals. Both may be fatal. Severe allergic reactions, dehydration, urinary tract or genital yeast infections in men and women, and low blood sugar. Stop taking and tell your doctor right away if you have nausea, vomiting, stomach pain, tiredness, rash, swelling, trouble breathing or swallowing. Tell your doctor about lightheadedness, weakness, fever, pain, tenderness, redness, or swelling between the anus and genitals. You may have increased risk for lower limb loss. Call your doctor right away if you have new pain or tenderness, sores, ulcers, or infection in your legs or feet.
Find the goodness of slow by saying, not so fast, CKD. Ask your doctor about Jardiance.
Every home starts with a move. Not just the one to a new address, but the moves along the way. The choices, the negotiations. In those moments, certainty matters. That's why Windermere Group 1 agents are trained, supported, and prepared for every step. Because when it's time to move, you should be sure you're making the right one. Windermere Group 1. Confidence in every move.
I met a cute poodle outside. She said everyone's talking about you and how you work for free.
When you're injured and have the heavy hitter on your team, we win or it's free. Hello? That cute poodle you were talking to wants to have a play date.
Let's go.
Call 853-2222.
Weekend math. 48 hours minus mowing, minus edging, minus weed whack-a-mole equals zero fun. Solve it with Perfection Lawn Care. Get a champagne lawn on a seltzer budget. We handle the heavy lifting. Mowing, edging, smart fertilization, and weed control. Even gutters and sprinkler care. Bundled in affordable packages that fit your budget. Add free time, subtract yard work, and multiply curb appeal. Perfection Lawn Care. Call 509-521-4643 today.
The Wapato School District broke ground on the future site of their new elementary school. In a ceremony last night, Wapato staff celebrated the beginning of construction for the currently unnamed school that will house first, second, and third grade students. Over the course of construction, Sadis Elementary will be demolished, with students being moved to Camus Elementary until the new school is finished.
And the reason for it is those buildings were built right about 1950, a little bit after and a little bit before. So they're quickly coming up on 75 years of age. The infrastructure inside, the buildings are strong as far as the brick and mortar, but the plumbing's starting to get old. The electricity is outdated.
The new school is set to open in February of 2028. 700 students will attend the 89,000 square foot building that will hold 45 classrooms. Everyone else is signing off, but we are just getting started with the region's only live and local news at 6:30 p.m. Some big changes coming to Walla Walla University, an update on a construction project that will make a great impact on students, plus an exclusive report all ahead at 6:30.
Only one station is on your side.
One station.
Apple Valley News Now.
You don't have to go far to get away. Now open your new summer escape. Float the lazy river. Splash, slide, and stay all day. An escape made for everyone. And when you're ready, your room is waiting. Stay the night or make it a weekend. Stay, float, repeat. Family-friendly water fun exclusively for hotel guests. Book your stay today at Legends Casino Hotel in Toppenish.
Hey, it's Eric the Peanut Guy. It's been 25 years with the Tri-City Dust Devils, and the best is yet to come.
Don't miss our final drone show of the year this Friday, June 19th, thanks to Gisa Credit Union. Then on Saturday, be one of the first 500 fans for a hat giveaway presented by Community Real Estate Group. And we'll wrap up the weekend with the post-game fireworks show on Sunday, June 21st, thanks to Bergstrom Aircraft.
Come be a part of our best season yet. Tickets at DustDevilsBaseball.com. Dust Devils Baseball, the Tri-Cities tradition for 25 years.
Walker's is bringing warehouse-size savings to Kennewick with a huge 6-day tent event. Save up to 70% off clearance and closeout items. Shop now and save big this week at the Walker's Furniture Store in Kennewick.
Yet another toothpaste that does not whiten. Girl, this one works.
Basic toothpaste stops at the top. Crest goes deeper to dissolve the bonds that hold stains to teeth for whiter teeth in one day. Crest.
When I made my Botox Cosmetic appointment,
I was nervous that I might look overdone. I wanted results that looked like me.
What was important to me was that I'd still look like me, just with fewer lines.
I'm happy with my results. So happy that my results are natural looking. Booking a consultation, it's a way to take time for you.
Botox Cosmetic effects may spread hours to weeks after injection, causing serious symptoms. Alert your doctor right away, as difficulty swallowing, speaking, breathing, eye problems, or muscle weakness may be a sign of a life-threatening condition. Patients with these conditions are at highest risk. Don't receive Botox Cosmetic if you have skin infection. Side effects may include allergic reactions, injection site pain, headache, eyebrow, eyelid drooping, or swelling. Tell your doctor your medical history, muscle or nerve conditions, and medications including botulinum toxins, as these may increase the risk of serious side effects.
I'm the one and only Delphina.
I'm the one and only Olivia. And I'm the one and only Claire. And I got treated with the one and only Botox Cosmetic.
Find a licensed Botox Cosmetic specialist at BotoxCosmetic.com.
T-Mobile has the best network. That's why there's no better place to get iPhone 17 Pro on them. Hold on. Is this big enough? We should have music, lights, banners. I mean, you gotta feel it. Get the most powerful iPhone ever on the best network. I should dance.
This is big. At T-Mobile, get the incredible iPhone 17 Pro on us, on the best network.
I'm gonna do a flip. Nailed it!
Are you ready to revolutionize your career in digital advertising? Join Morgan Murphy's dynamic team at Apple Valley News Now, where innovation meets opportunity. At Apple Valley News Now, we're leading the charge in connected television and digital sales, helping local businesses thrive in today's growing and evolving market. If you're passionate about digital solutions and driving revenue growth, we want to hear from you. Check us out now at morganmurphymedia.com/current-openings to begin your journey.
Right now on Apple Valley News Now live at 6:30. Fired by the board, but cleared by the state, the former Ben Franklin Transit general manager says yes. Tonight, why the union says that claim doesn't tell the whole story. The news starts now.
This is Apple Valley News Now at 6:30 on your side.
Welcome back, everybody. I'm Austin Reed. Wendy's off tonight. We've got a lot of news in this half hour, but first, let's check in with First Alert. Stacy Lee on our First Alert weather forecast. Stacy, another alert day coming our way tomorrow, and then you're also tracking warmer temps?
Right. We're tracking heat level 3 next week. It's hot this evening. We're close to 90 right now in Hermiston, 88 Tri-Cities, 87 in Yakima. Tomorrow's temperatures are going to go up a couple degrees, down on Saturday, and then they start building back up into the early part of next week. So again, we're going to be watching that very closely and reminding you to drink lots of water and be safe, especially if you work outside. Light winds, they're much better than yesterday. Picked up a little bit here in the Columbia Basin this evening, 15-mile-an-hour gust in the Tri-Cities. I was watching some folks having a great time out here on the river. That is the place to be. 88 degrees with humidity at 22%. And over the next 12 hours, we're going to stay pretty warm. Look at 70 right on through midnight, and then we'll finally cool down into the 60s late, early morning, actually. Staying in the 80s through 9 o'clock in Yakima, finally getting down into the 60s around 1 a.m. As far as your lows tonight, this is what it looks like around the area. Should be fairly comfortable, but still a little bit warmer than it was last night. And tomorrow's daytime highs are warming up as well, with the winds really picking up in the evening as we head into our Friday. So lots to discuss. We'll get to that First Alert full weather forecast and tell you what to expect this weekend. Austin?
All right, Stacy, thank you. For the first time since his firing, former Ben Franklin Transit CEO Thomas Drost is speaking out. He says the state found no misconduct, and he brought BFT from the dark ages to modern times. But not everyone agrees.
To me, the truth is the truth. I've been in transit 27 years. I've started out as a bus operator, worked all the positions, and have really put a lot of effort into my career.
Thomas Drost was hired by BFT in August of 2024, but his tenure did not last long.
I move to terminate CEO Thomas Drost's contract effective immediately and without any severance payment.
He was unanimously fired by the board in April of this year. Drost tells us the Washington Employment Security Department has reviewed the circumstances surrounding his termination and says the agency cleared him of misconduct.
Ended up waiting about 7 weeks before getting a decision back. I'm sure the state of Washington reached out to Ben Franklin Transit and said, why? Give me your reasons and whatnot. And they probably supplied him with the report and thought that was a lock,
And now he is collecting unemployment benefits. Russell Shervin, the Secretary-Treasurer and business agent for Teamsters Local Union number 839, which represents transit employees at BFT, has a different take.
So it doesn't mean that he's not guilty of anything. It just means that the transit didn't fight his unemployment. They'd be going to hearings, there'd be appeals. It's a long, lengthy process.
Drost tells me his list of accomplishments is long.
When I arrived, Ben Franklin, there were several key functions of the organization that required rebuilding, modernization, and greater accountability.
From rebuilding the organization to community engagement.
Austin, when I got there, nobody knew anything about the budget or how the money worked.
Shervin disagrees with Drost. He says the former general manager brought forth a work culture so difficult, employees were miserable.
And all of our long-term employees will tell you from the day Mr. Drost showed up until the day he left, they had never worked under a worse general manager.
But Drost says when you work to hold employees accountable for the first time, it's not easy being the boss.
The staff at Ben Franklin Transit, they didn't even know about key performance indicators. And that's one of my issues with the union. The union wants, you need to give us more money. We work so hard.
Drost says some of the things he was most proud of: service improvements, technology, and innovation. He also worked to update safety and security, and says he brought forth responsible financial management, drawing on his previous experiences to be successful at the job.
I'm only going to guess you've probably never seen the old BFT website, but it was horrific. We installed heaters at the bus stops for customers. We launched the first express route connecting Tri-Cities to the airport.
Shervin says the culture at BFT has increased dramatically since Drost has been gone.
He was the worst. Since he has left, there's a whole different feeling around the transit, and everybody is happy.
But the former general manager isn't shaken by the harsh words.
So whether people agree with every decision I made or not, definitely I'm proud of the work that I accomplished and all the employees.
And as for what's next?
I'm definitely in retire mode. I just didn't want to retire this way. You know, I still have a lot to give.
Chief of Customer Experience Brian Lubansky is currently serving as interim CEO, as the board is still looking for a replacement. Other news tonight, the Benton County Conservation District is working closely with local farmers to improve water quality and support sustainable agriculture. The district says much of its work happens on farms, helping local producers use water more efficiently to reduce erosion and protect local water. They also support simple on-farm upgrades and plant native vegetation along creeks while connecting growers with free technical help and funding tailored to each operation. Right now, a big focus is nutrient management on dairies to protect groundwater and the Yakima River, making sure waste is handled properly.
But dairies where you have really high, manure loads, and we're trying to manage those nutrients, and sometimes that's pumps, sometimes that's manure storage structures, to really just protect things like groundwater where you don't want those nitrates leaching into the ground.
District leaders say the goal is to work alongside farmers, keeping agriculture strong while safeguarding local water. Walla Walla University is moving forward with construction of a new Student Life and Ministry Center, transforming an existing building into a central student space. New at 6:30, our William Albert spoke with the university about how they plan to grow community on campus.
Walla Walla University, located in College Place, is renovating its more than 50-year-old Kellogg Hall, turning it into a modern student life and ministry center, a dynamic hub for leadership, service, and engagement. University leaders say a true campus living room has been missing, and this project brings it to life.
Students have been asking for something like this for a long time, decades actually. And so when I was a student here about 10 years ago, I was actually part of a focus group where we talked about if we were to redo this building, what might that look like?
Fundraising for the center began in 2015 as part of the university's life-changing campaign, with more than $23 million raised. The goal is to give students a central place to gather, study, and recharge, bridging the gap in large shared community spaces on campus.
Our priority was creating spaces where students could get to know one another, where they could be safe and at home in a living room atmosphere, as much as that can be achieved in a big, beautiful new building.
The center will bring key parts of student life under one roof, pulling dining, student leadership, and faith programs into the same building, so it's easier to connect throughout the day.
We're going to have our student coffee shop there, the Atlas. We're also going to have student leaders, both for like our religious leaders and also our student government. We'll have the cafeteria in there, a grab and go place as well. It's going to be a really integrated spot for students to come together and spend time.
It also supports Walla Walla University's core values, creating room for worship, collaboration, and service in spaces designed for today's students.
Another part of it is that we have plans for this incredible music practice room that will allow students who are preparing for our weekly worship services and our other spiritual activities on campus that include music. They'll have a space to practice, to collaborate, and to record as well. So those are two elements of this building that are specifically designed to further Walla Walla University's passion for mission and our investment in that mission.
Walla Walla University says the new center is a part of its mission to develop students and strengthen community on campus. In College Place, William Albert, Apple Valley News Now.
Construction of the new center is expected to wrap up in winter 2027, with opening right around December. Coming up next on the news live at 6:30, a popular Tri-Cities boat launch gets a major makeover funded entirely by the state of Washington. Tonight, what's new at Columbia Park and why officials say it matters. And are you wildfire ready? Why we have to stay alert, especially as we navigate the dry, windy weekend. Stacy's back with your full First Alert forecast next.
Chief Meteorologist Josh Colbert. Only one station. Apple Valley News Now.
On your side.
Chevy Silverado drivers will do a lot in the next 5 years. For their families, for their communities. But here's one thing they won't do. Pay interest on their new truck. Just announced. For a limited time, get 0% financing for 5 years on all 2026 Silverado 1500 models. Take on new adventures, make new memories, and leave the interest behind.
See your community Chevy dealers.
I know you all have a few concerns.
My internet is too fast.
That's good.
Why aren't they forcing me to sign a contract? Is it me?
Yeah, and I'm saving too much money by switching.
My install was too quick and painless.
Now my connection is the most stable thing in my life.
What's Zipley's endgame here? I'm sure there's an explanation.
I feel like my world is crumbling.
Calm down. Folks, who threw that? Did that have sprinkles?
Zipley Fiber, as low as $35 per month with no strings attached.
The 4th of July sale at Furniture Row is on now, and the savings are explosive. Shop and experience the largest selection of sofas and sectionals, dining groups, bedroom sets, and mattresses, all at the lowest prices guaranteed. And best of all, the more you buy, the more you save. Save $100 on every $1,000 you spend. Check out Hot Buys before they melt away. Plus, celebrate America's 250th birthday with select items priced at only $250. The 4th of July sale, on now at Furniture Row.
Prosser Digestive Health Center offers the full spectrum of digestive health care. Services provided by board-certified gastroenterologist Dr. Jack Brandenburg include colon cancer screenings, treatment for swallowing problems, inflammatory bowel disease, liver disorders, and more. To schedule an appointment, call Prosser Digestive Health Center at 509-786-5599 or learn more at prosserhealth.org. This is how we care.
This summer, turn moments into lifelong memories with Broadmoor RV. Feel the thrill of adventure and the warmth of togetherness. Explore the great outdoors with the comfort of home, and let every adventure become a story worth sharing. Broadmoor RV, we make camping fun.
STCU and Apple Valley News Now honor local volunteers by sharing their stories and awarding their charities $1,000 each. If you know someone in Benton and Franklin counties who's making a difference and going that extra mile to make our communities better, please let us know. Click on Volunteers Count on the contest tab at applevalleynewsnow.com for the STCU Volunteers Count nomination form. Volunteers Count from STCU and Apple Valley News Now.
In the 85 years of the American Diabetes Association, we've had many wins, but we've never rested. Because 1 out of every 10 Americans has diabetes, and they rely on us every day, just like we rely on you.
The city of Kennewick is celebrating big upgrades to one of the busiest boat launches in the Tri-Cities with a ribbon cutting held this morning. New tonight, Good Morning Northwest's Zoe Salas says the boat launch isn't just for boaters, it's got another big job.
1, 2, 3.
For many people in the Tri-Cities, summer means being on the water here at the Columbia River, and now there is a new and improved boat launch for anyone who's looking to hit the water as the city of Kennewick unveils its new improvements, including 3 brand new docks at the Columbia Park East boat launch. The project was made possible through a more than $727,000 grant funded entirely by the state of Washington with support from District 8 legislators. Kennewick Mayor Jason McShane says bringing state funding back to the community and using it to invest in projects that benefit residents is what's important.
If state dollars are going to be spent, they need to be spent on projects like this, where we come in on time, under budget. We'll put that limited resource to good use. And so there's lots of places in Kennewick, and especially here in Columbia Park, that could use those dollars.
The new docks are designed to provide better water flow, helping prevent the buildup of debris. They also allow more light to pass through the water, which officials say helps protect native salmon by reducing areas where predator fish can hide. Overall, the improvements are expected to make it easier and safer for boaters to access one of the busiest launches in the Tri-Cities. For Apple Valley News Now, I'm Zoe Solis.
Thank you, Zoe. And the improvements aren't over yet. New restroom upgrades and improved parking lot lighting are also planned for later this summer.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Stacy Lee.
All right, let's dive into your weekend forecast. And I think the boat launch will be busy this weekend with these temperatures way above average heading into the weekend. Now, tomorrow, a little bit warmer, a little bit cooler Saturday, and then the bigger warm up is coming next week. Mainly, we're staying in the 80s and 90s. However, we could be flirting with triple digits a little bit later on in the week. Ridge of high pressure, very dominant, very strong, and that will continue right on into the weekend. Temperatures around the region right now are hot. I'm going to say hot. 89, still hot here at almost 7 p.m. 86 in Walla Walla, 83 in Ellensburg. It's 87 in Yakima. Live look out in Ellensburg. We had a bunch of ponies out there yesterday, not tonight. 83 degrees, humidity at 19%. Your feels like is 81. So get ready for the gusty winds, especially there. Now, we haven't seen any air quality issues. However, I'm seeing lots of smoke and haze in the air due to all of the fires around the area. The wind will help mix that out as we go forward, but then it creates, fire danger. So it's good and bad, right? Overnight lows tonight, comfortable sleeping temps once again down in the 50s, a little bit warmer than we were last night. That cold front passed through. Here's the slightly warmer temperatures down into the Kittitas Valley, 90 in Thorpe, 89 in Cle Elum, 86 on the ridge up at Menashtash. And taking a look at the Yakima Valley, we also see those middle 90s, lower to mid 90s from Sela all the way down to Grandview. In the Columbia Basin, we're going to be nice and warm here as well. Benton City, 95, 93 in Connell, 95 in Umatilla, and the foothills of the Blues will be looking at the lower 90s. Nice and warm, though, at Milton Freewater. All right, we've got a First Alert Weather Day kicking in Friday night into Saturday, especially for Saturday when those winds start to pick up. And, of course, we have that extremely dry vegetation. Our map was red earlier this week. We are extremely dry now, so as high as it can go, that's what we're going to be dealing with. And then Saturday, temperatures are slightly cooler, like I said, no rain, but this is the big concern here, are the strong gusty winds. Any fires that do start would spread rapidly. So again, going into Father's Day weekend, be fire wise. And we kick off the official summer solstice, first day of summer, happens this Sunday morning. Longest day of the year. We're going to see 15 hours and 46 minutes of daylight in the Tri-Cities. Nice and warm. All right, 7-day planner. The main concern here is dry. We see no rain in the forecast. Temperatures up and down. Looks pretty good, though, in Ellensburg for Father's Day, although a little bit breezy. Here's the Yakima forecast for the next 7 days. Also nice and warm and 90 degrees on Monday, near 95 there on Tuesday. Tri-Cities nice and warm, flirting with triple digits on Tuesday. We're going to be sitting just under it, but some places like think the Dalles, maybe Boardman, they could be seeing temperatures right around 100 on Tuesday. Hermiston also nice and warm with an alert day for Saturday due to those strong gusty winds, and I believe it's going to be a little windier through Hermiston and Pendleton than it will be in the Tri-Cities, and Walla Walla also seeing temperatures in the 80s and 90s. Father's Day, though, 85. I'd hit the golf course.
Yeah, perfect weather for that.
It's going to be nice for that.
Yeah. All right, thank you, Stacey. Coming up next, a famous tree known around the world for centuries has died. Find out how the legacy and famous story lives on. We'll be back after this.
Yolks Exclusives. Original recipes crafted in-house every day by people who take fresh seriously and sold exclusively at Yolks Fresh Markets.
The little pill with a big story to tell.
Jardiance plays a role in my story, too. I have type 2 diabetes, but I manage it well with Jardiance, a once-daily pill that helps lower my A1C. It works 24/7 in the body to flush out some sugar.
And for adults with type 2 diabetes and known heart disease, Jardiance can lower the risk of cardiovascular death, too.
Serious side effects include increased ketones in blood or urine and infection between and around the anus and genitals. Both may be fatal. Severe allergic reactions, dehydration, urinary tract or genital yeast infections in men and women, and low blood sugar. Stop taking and tell your doctor right away if you have nausea, vomiting, stomach pain, tiredness, rash, swelling, trouble breathing or swallowing. Tell your doctor about lightheadedness, weakness, fever, pain, tenderness, redness, or swelling between the anus and genitals. You may have increased risk for lower limb loss. Call your doctor right away if you have new pain or tenderness, sores, ulcers, or infection in your legs or feet.
Jardiance is a little pill with a big story to tell. And if you ask me, it's pretty swell.
Action! T-Mobile has the best network. That's why there's no better place to get iPhone 17 Pro on them. Hold on, is this big enough? We should have music, lights, banners. I mean, you gotta feel it. Get the most powerful iPhone ever on the best network. I should dance.
This is big. At T-Mobile, get the incredible iPhone 17 Pro on us, on the best network.
I'm gonna do a flip. Nailed it!
At Good Shepherd Healthcare System, we're growing rapidly, meeting our mission to provide exceptional care close to home, adding top doctors, building new facilities, and investing in cutting-edge technology. We've expanded services, added an air transport base, and grown to over 1,700 team members strong. We're one of the region's largest and best employers, and all this growth is for you, and the best is yet to come.
You get hurt in a car wreck, and all of a sudden, you feel like there's a black cloud hanging over your life. You're in pain, and the insurance company doesn't want to pay. Call me, Attorney Mariano Morales. I have the power of more. Don't take that first offer when I can get you more, much more than they want to pay. And why go to court if you don't have to? And when they find out the heavy hitters on your side, well, you know, blue skies. Injured? Call me, Attorney Mariano Morales, because helping you is what I do.
Call 853-2222.
Yolks Exclusives. Original recipes crafted in-house every day by people who take fresh seriously and sold exclusively at Yolks Fresh Markets.
An ancient tree linked to the famed outlaw Robin Hood has died. The 1,200-year-old major oak sits in central England's Sherwood Forest. Robin Hood, infamous for stealing from the rich to give to the poor, was often said to hide out under it.
That's right. Conservation officials say that even though the tree has died, it will remain standing for visitors to see, as it has for centuries. Acorns and cuttings from the tree have been grown into saplings, which have been planted around the world.
In the World Cup, it is a battle for the top spot in Seattle as the United States faces Australia tomorrow.
That's right. Big game. Here's a live look at Lumen Field. We have a bird's eye view.
Yeah.
So I think we're going to try to maybe stream that on our website tomorrow.
Okay.
But anyway, USA star forward Christian Pulisic remains an injury question mark, but the calf issue. But Americans say they have depth, tactical maturity, and the mental edge required to handle the stage.
The players also say what helped them prepare for playing on the world's biggest stage, their family lives. Many of them say that fatherhood brought them the motivation and discipline they needed to succeed.
I've been following a little. I'm not into really the soccer, but I love all the tourists that are coming in. that are just fascinated by America. They love Walmart and apparently Buc-ee's.
Walmart and Buc-ee's.
That's what I've heard. And Tex-Mex.
Tex-Mex. Good stuff.
All right, stay with us. One final look at your weekend weather forecast coming up.
Whiskey Myers, August 24th, Legends Casino Hotel. Whiskey Myers Live. Get tickets now at Ticketmaster.com and Legends Gift Shop. Whiskey Myers.
Did you know about 1 in 3 people with plaque psoriasis may also develop psoriatic arthritis? With fewer symptoms from moderate to severe plaque psoriasis, where would you go? Imagine being a million miles away. With Tremfya, clearer skin is possible. And for adults with active psoriatic arthritis, Tremfya goes beyond the skin. Less joint pain, stiffness, and swelling is possible. And Tremfya even reduced fatigue. Serious allergic reactions and increased risk of infections and liver problems may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check you for infections and TB. Tell your doctor if you have an infection, flu-like symptoms, or if you need a vaccine. Imagine being a million miles away. Ask your doctor about Tremfya.
At the Pacific Campus, our medical care for seniors is built with intention. We take time, we listen, we create personalized plans designed for strength, clarity, and longevity. And because your care is inside the PC, wellness isn't separate from your healthcare. It's part of it. Membership isn't required, but many choose it to stay active and connected. Call, text, or stop by. We're always here for you. Your fourth quarter matters. Let's play it strong.
Big wireless service letting you down? Switch to Consumer Cellular and get the same fast, reliable, nationwide coverage for up to half the cost of Big Wireless. In here, you'll get real help from real people. Really. Plus, we've got all the latest phones and smartwatches too. We're located near you in Kennewick. Plans start at just $20. And now you can get unlimited everything for just $35 a line. So make the switch. Come by our Kennewick store today.
Poor maintenance, old tires, bad brakes, that could be why the big truck hit you. Hit by a big truck? I know how to be their insurance companies. I'm attorney Mariano Morales, the big truck heavy hitter.
Call 853-2222.
Now at McDonald's, get more value on whatever you're getting next when you order from the under $3 menu.
All right, heading into the weekend with very warm temperatures and officially the beginning of summer. Summer solstice on Sunday morning. So definitely want to enjoy. It's the longest day of the year.
Yeah.
So, and shortly after that, we start losing daylight. And then
little by little.
Doesn't it seem like winter lasts forever and
Yes.
summer goes by really fast?
Always, always.
So anyway,
I don't know what's up with that.
That's the deal. All right, let's take a look at your big weather stories. Now, we have an alert day kicking in tomorrow night into Saturday due to the strong gusty winds, dry conditions, low humidity, all the things. Your highs in the 80s and 90s for the next 7 days. No rain in sight. Summer officially kicking off on Sunday. I'm going to savor that long day of the year. The forecast tonight looking clear and a little bit warmer than last night, but still decent cooling period there in the 50s. For tomorrow, we'll see those temperatures jump up just a few degrees into the lower 90s in some places. The winds will start to pick up later in the day. That's what you'll see most of the day. And in the evening, we'll start to see those stronger gusts developing like this on Saturday. And that's again, scares us because that's potential fire weather happening. More than likely, we'll see red flag warnings through the area and definitely a first alert weather day. Temperatures in the 80s, hitting near 90 for Tri-Cities, and then even warmer next week, flirting with those triple digits.
All right. Thanks for watching. Hoping your news is good news.
Have a great night.